Electric cars in India are expected to see a 30 to 40% increase in volume sales in 2024. That's the growth projection of EVs by Shailesh Chandra, MD of Passenger and Electric Vehicle Division of Tata Motors, considering that demand remains strong. Speaking at an event last week, Chandra said more electric vehicles in the price range of 8 to 30 lakh rupees are set to launch. An increase in charging points will be catalyzing this growth. Tata Motors commands the largest share in India's EV sector. The company also leads the battery electric vehicle or BEV segment in India currently. 48,000 units of light electric passenger vehicles, mostly cars, were sold in India in the first half of 2023, and 34,000 out of them from Tata Motors. That makes the market share of Tata Motors in the electric passenger vehicle segment 72%. Tata expects its EV four-wheeler sales to reach 25% of its total passenger vehicles portfolio by 2025-2026 and 50% by 2030. To making EV charging accessible, Bharat Petroleum and Tata Passenger Electric Mobility has recently collaborated to set up 7,000 chargers across the country. The government's proposed FAME 3 scheme could also focus on including benefits for setting up EV charging ecosystem and its maintenance. According to the automotive business intelligence company JATO Dynamics, nearly 75,000 EV passenger vehicles were sold in India in the first 9 months of 2023. While this constitutes only 2.4% of the total passenger sales during the period, the figure indicates a rise in sales volume compared to the previous year. In 2022, sales of EV passenger vehicles reached approximately 49,000, a notable increase from the 15,000 units sold in 2021. The growing penetration of EVs is evident from the rising sales of passenger vehicles. So, will 2024 be the year of EVs?
You'll see some very good growth numbers in EVs in 2024, and therefore you could kind of term it as the year of the EVs. You could also see a lot of new models coming out in the EV space by some new companies, and that may challenge some of the incumbents in the space. So again, you can call it the year of the EVs, but you will see many more variants and a lot more activity in this space.
Experts points to a growing optimism around electric passenger vehicles in India. The introduction of new car models will also expand the options available to EV customers, thereby further boosting sales.
A lot of OEMs are coming up, with electric models across the segments. So it may be mini segment. We will have Tata Punch, going in the next year. It may be subcompact SUVs, compact SUVs. We may have products from Maruti Suzuki. We may have products from Hyundai, Creta electric vehicle, right? And then, obviously in premium. So I think across the segments, we will have electric vehicles. So most of them, though, would be SUVs. But I think this itself will act as a catalyst, and obviously will fuel the automotive electric vehicle sales in India.
Over 2 crore vehicles have been registered in India in 2023. Among these, about 15 lakh were EVs, constituting 6.3% of the total vehicles registered this year. This was 4.8% last year and 1.8% in 2021. While the government is now considering termination of FAME subsidy for electric two-wheelers, the EV industry is hopeful that the FAME 3 scheme will continue focus on supporting SMEs as well as reduction on import dependence for EV components. However, several factors continue to hinder customers from opting for electric vehicles, including limited battery life, inadequate charging infrastructure, and a higher ticket price, among others.
The trends that have been impacting the EV sales, it differs in segments. The range anxiety, which a lot of people had in different segments, has also been eliminated. Similarly, and you have many more products going in. Yes, there is a question of the FAME subsidy continuing and challenges there, but that's a separate issue. In the three-wheelers, again, in the total cost of ownership and the penetration in the three-wheeler segment in terms of percentage is actually the highest. In four-wheelers, you are seeing at the entry level, mid-level, and the high end. High end, actually, if you look at the high end variants, the growth rate is actually exponential. And a lot of people who can afford those types of cars are showing a preference for electric vehicles there. Also, charging infrastructure is improving, and battery swapping options for the two and three-wheeler segment are improving. And if the battery swapping option could be accelerated by government, then it could actually impact and positively impact the growth of the two-wheeler and three-wheeler segment.
The sales of electric goods carriers and buses remained low till August 2023 compared to other segments. Vahan data shows 1,873 electric goods carriers and 1,192 electric buses were sold in India during the same period. However, the outlook for EV growth remains promising in 2024. The trajectory for EV sales in the country will depend on the future of the FAME scheme that will act as a key determinant of its growth.
If you like this video, share it and subscribe to Business Standard. For more news, views and insights, log on to www.business-standard.com. Do also follow us on YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, Telegram and LinkedIn.
He's making plans for an early retirement. Business Standard.